All right, Bear. A lot of groupthink in that gambling group chat, but there's only one game this week, and these games tend to be blowouts, and we just think Ohio State's much better than Notre Dame. Our best bet is going to be a joint one again, but we'll give you a couple bets here we like. So, Bear, I'll let you lead us off for our best bet here.
Yeah, just like we had against Penn State laying the points against Boise, which got home. The groupthink worked. Groupthink again, Ohio State minus the 8 here against Notre Dame. We've kind of talked ad nauseum about all the reasons why we think this is a bad matchup for Notre Dame. But if you're not, I mean, look, again, this is not a bad mouthing Notre Dame. They stink. They don't deserve to be here. Not at all. They've had a great year. The way they bounced back from the loss to the biggest upset of the year amongst FBS opponents was Northern Illinois going to South Bend and winning. And here they are playing for the national championship. So great job by Notre Dame to get here. But I think you're looking at a bad matchup here. The Ohio State that we've seen in the playoffs, power rates even higher than Notre Dame we saw during the regular season. So I lay the 8 with Notre Dame. I think if you go back and look in the last few title games, you're talking about favorites that have covered by 16, 45, 12, 18 and a half, 25. That's how much they've covered the spread by. So you could probably look for potentially an alt line. It's a plus money with Notre Dame. I think you can look at Jeremiah Smith touchdown here with the man coverage, the way Notre Dame defends at minus 125. You could get really frisky if you think this game could be a total blowout, that maybe you have no touchdown score for Notre Dame at plus 700. Maybe you have an Ohio State defense special teams first touchdown of the game at plus 1,700. We saw, obviously, they got playmakers on defense. So Notre Dame injuries on the offensive line. So those are a couple of the other things I have in the bank here outside of just Ohio State, Geoff.
Yeah, I have Riley Leonard over 14.5 rush attempts. He had 18 last game. Remember, a sack is a rush attempt in college football. So, 10 rush attempts plus 5 sacks, you get 15, right? Like, I think they're going to have to run the ball in this game. I have Ohio State. I took a little alt number team total over 30.5 at like plus 130, Bear. Look, Notre Dame allowed 24 to Penn State, who's sort of offensively challenged at times. They allowed 35 to USC. Like, they've given up points when playing better offense. Again, that man coverage issue that I think I'm gonna pull up the other one I like to make sure I have the right number right now. I do think that Jeremiah Love under it's 40.5. It keeps getting lower and lower, Bear, every day. I love his gutsy effort he had against Penn State. But if you notice, they basically ran the same run play over and over and over again because he can't cut very well. He can run downhill just fine. And guess what? Jim Knowles watches the film too. Larry Johnson watches the film too. And to me, they're going to say when he's in the game, this is what they're doing offensively. And that to me is a Jeremiah Love under. So I jump on this now because this was like 45.5 earlier this week to 40.5 now.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.